OxyMBBS, one-step solution for all medical studies.
Hi friends, in the last video we discussed the arterial blood supply to the heart, and in this video we will discuss the venous drainage of the heart. So our heart mainly drains the deoxygenated blood into the coronary sinus, anterior cardiac veins and the veni cardis minimi, or that are also called Thebesian veins. So this is a very simple picture of the anterior side of our heart, and this one is the posterior side. So on the right side and in the posterior side and in the right coronary sulcus there is a bag like structure, and that is called coronary sinus. And this coronary sinus opens into the right atria through this Thebesian valve. So if we will remove the anterior wall of the right atria, then we will see that there is a Thebesian valve. So coronary sinus is present in the right posterior coronary sulcus, and the coronary sinus opens into the right atria through the Thebesian valve. So this vein that is present in the anterior interventricular groove is called as great cardiac vein. On the left side, this one is the left marginal vein, which does not open directly into the coronary sinus, rather it drains into the great cardiac vein. Now similar to the left marginal vein, there is a right marginal vein also, and this one is the oblique vein from the left atrium, and this oblique vein is called as vein of Marshall. And similar to the great cardiac vein that is present in the anterior interventricular groove, a vein that is present in the posterior interventricular groove is called as middle cardiac vein. And these are the small cardiac veins which are present in the right coronary sulcus. And these small cardiac veins are present on the posterior side. So this coronary sinus takes blood from the great cardiac vein, the middle cardiac vein, oblique vein from the left atrium that is also called vein of Marshall, the right marginal veins and the small cardiac veins. But now friends, one important point is that most of the time the right marginal vein drains into the coronary sinus, but sometimes the right marginal vein drains into the small cardiac veins. So most of the time the right marginal vein drains into the coronary sinus, but sometime the right marginal vein drains into the small cardiac veins. So these are the tributaries of the coronary sinus. Now friends, how will you remember that the oblique vein from the left atrium is the vein of Marshall? It is very simple. Now let's suppose this is a rod. This is what? This is a rod or stick, and this is a man. And this is you who want to beat this man by this rod. So if you want to beat this man by this rod, then first of all you have to make this rod oblique. So this is the oblique position of the rod, and now you can beat this man वेरी हेवीली. और बीट को क्या बोलते हैं हिंदी में? बीट इज कॉल्ड एज मारना. किसी चीज़ को मारने को बोलते हैं बीट करना. किसी को बीट करना मतलब किसी को मारना. एंड द प्रोनाउंसिएशन ऑफ द मार इन द मार्शल इज वेरी सिमिलर टू दिस मारना. सो फ्रेंड्स, इन दिस वे यू कैन रिमेंबर दैट द ऑब्लिक वेन ऑफ द लेफ्ट एट्रियम इज कॉल्ड एज द वेन ऑफ मार्शल. ऑब्लिक मीन्स जस्ट मेक द रॉड ऑब्लिक, और रॉड को ऑब्लिक करके किसी को फट से मार दो. एंड द सेकंड मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट इज दैट मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम द राइट मार्जिनल वेन ड्रेन्स इनटू द कोरोनरी साइनस, बट सम टाइम इट ड्रेन्स इनटू द स्मॉल कार्डियक वेन. Now friends, these large veins which are present on the anterior side drains directly into the right atrium. So these are the anterior cardiac veins which directly drains into the right atrium. and these are very small cardiac veins which are present in all four chambers of the heart, and these smallest veins of the heart are called as veni cardis minimi, or that are also called Thebesian veins, and these Thebesian veins are very numerous on the right side of the heart. So the important points about the veni cardis minimi or the Thebesian veins is that these are the smallest veins of the heart. These are present in all four chambers of the heart, and these are most numerous on the right side. As the name suggests that these are the veni cardis minimi. Minimi means these are the smallest veins of the heart, and the word cardis means these veni cardis minimi are taking blood from the all chambers of the heart. Now friends, how will you remember that the veni cardis minimi is also called as the Thebesian veins? It is again very simple. Just take this word minimi here. So here is the word minimi, and in Hindi minimi is called as the bona. Bona means minimi. Bona or chota or little is called as minimi. And the pronunciation of the Thebesian, Basian, take the word be, be, and the an from the Thebesian an, so it will become very similar to the bona. So Thebesian itself saying that I am bona veins. So friends, from now onward, whenever you hear the term Thebesian, then immediately you should extract the word bona from the Thebesian. Either you derive bona from the Thebesian or derive a word bona from the minimi. Now friends, if I ask a question to you, which vein is called as the vein of the marshal? So it is the mar means when will you beat somebody, then you have to make the rod oblique. So this one is the oblique vein from the left atrium. So friends, in this way you can remember the vein of the marshal is called as the oblique vein, and the veni cardis minimi is called as the Thebesian veins. So friends, this is all about the venous drainage of the heart. And friends, if you find this video helpful, then please share this video as much as possible to your needy friends. And friends, if you have any queries regarding the lecture, then you can ask me in the comment section. And in the last, thanks for watching this video, and I wish you all the best for your bright future.